All right, let's talk some Jordan Peele. Let's talk about some true talent here. Jordan Peele, everybody might remember him from Key and Peele. Everybody should know him from the movie that he directed, Get Out, which was critically acclaimed. Well, he's got a new movie that's out and making a lot of buzz already. This is the trailer of his new movies, Us, that you're looking at right there. It's his second movie, and it's centered around a black family, which is rare for the horror genre. If you can really think about it, it actually is rare. You don't see a lot of black families involved in storylines like this. But he says this movie, he's adamant about it at a screening. He said, the movie's not about race. He says it's about something I feel has become an undeniable truth, and that is the simple fact that we are our own worst enemies. So the villain in this one, or the scary family you can gather from the trailer, are their doppelgangers. They look, for those who don't know what doppelgangers is, they look just like the family, the people that are terrorizing them. So the cool thing about a Jordan Peele movie, like a Get Out, is there's underlying themes while entertaining you, and it's got a unique, different feel. This seems much the same. Are you interested to see this?
Yeah, I mean, I normally hate scary movies, but after Get Out, I will see anything that Jordan Peele does. It was so good.
Just off the one, he was so good with Get Out that you're in.
What?
Just off that, or even the stuff
I mean, this
before?
movie looks terrifying. Like, I'm scared to see it, but I want to. I've been obsessed with reading fan theories about this, because I watched it and I was like, all right, other than us being our own worst enemy, like, what is this about? And I have to read you guys, like, the best fan, like, some crazy fan theories. So this one is, it's a low-key, a sequel to Get Out, and the family is actually white people in their new bodies, and then the family coming to get them is the original family that escaped from the sunken place.
That's speculative.
Boom!
Yeah.
Chew on that.
Yeah, but a lot of people are saying, maybe not necessarily that theory, but a lot of people are saying
cool.
this is like the counter movie to Get Out for a lot of different thematic reasons.
Yeah, and some other people said the family that's in the preview is actually the replacement family, and then the real family is the one that's trying to kill them. And another theory was that the family trying to kill the main characters are the actual heroes, and then the people we're watching are the villains. I don't know. These just get me really excited
you're like
to see.
Super excited.
I know.
Well, that's what Jordan Peele does with his movies. It makes you think.
Yeah.
I think that is pretty cool. I like that more black actors are getting a role, and they're getting a job, and they're getting a chance to do something that they don't typically get casted for. If they are in a horror film, it's usually like one black person or two, and then they die. So hopefully they don't die here,
There'd be no movie if the family dies early.
Let me ask you this. Does that make you, like, watching horror movies, like, I never even thought about that, like, a lot of black people aren't in horror movies, but, like, does that make you watch them less because you feel less represented, or do you still watch them?
Well, everybody's collectively dumb in horror movies. Like, they always do the wrong thing, you know? What's that noise in this empty haunted house? Let me go upstairs and look. Like, that always happens to everybody. It just seems like the black characters do it quicker in the movie than everybody else.
It's always like the first one.
So honestly, I'm just not really into the genre altogether. I'm not really into it. But I feel like I need to see this to, A, support, you know, like the actors that are in it. But also, I mean, he, like you said, he has those underlying themes in the movie that make you think. So it's not just, oh, you're getting scared and having a good time. You might get a life lesson.
All right, to get us started on the next topic, let's take a look at this clip from this holiday classic, A Christmas Story.
Oh my God, I shot my eye out.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
You'll shoot your eye out.
The iconic scene from A Christmas Story. Look, it's cute, it's fun to watch there, it's nostalgic, but it's a bigger question that's being posed over the holiday season about should you be gifting your children or kids of a younger age toy guns? Given the climate that we're in today, you guys as potentially parents one day, would you ever, or a niece or nephew, would you ever gift something to the younger generation?
I never would.
A toy gun?
My little brother had toy guns growing up. I remember once they even tried to pack it in his bag and take it through airport security. And security's like, you can't do this.
Oh my
but like, I grew up like in the West, in Colorado, where like a lot of people have guns. My family has guns. Hunting's huge. A lot of people I know do it. And like I said, my brother played with them, but I think like when you actually think about it, it's probably not the best idea, because then they're just getting comfortable playing with them and not taking it that seriously.
So I feel like we really need to do a swatch. So swap.
Yeah.
We need to do a swap. So like a lot of people, I know a lot of people in the urban areas, we have a negative relation to guns. We obviously have a gun problem here in the city. But I also lived in Missouri. I lived in middle of America, and it is like really a big part of their their culture. Like, we can't, like, they get offended when you start talking about gun control because it is such a big part of them growing up. Children take off from school when hunting season begins. They take off from school, they take off from their jobs to go hunting. So it's like our nation is so torn with this issue because we're all getting different experiences. So maybe like if we could switch, meaning city people going to more rural places or the rural places coming here to live here, and understand that we need to find some kind of centralized solution to this gun problem issue. For me, I don't see myself buying kids toy guns, but that's my relation to guns, you know, like someone who lives someplace else might feel differently.
As a father, I'm a little bit split on this one. As a father of a young black boy, I'm a little split on this because, and this is an area you guys might not even thought of here, but it could be deadly for him. I mean, there's children that look like my son that have been shot down and killed for just being a boy having a little toy gun. It's almost something that's dangerous, life or death for them, unfortunately. And it sounds crazy to say as we sit here watching A Christmas Story with a little white boy holding a gun. And I'm not making this too much about race, but you have to.
No, I never even thought about that.
There has been children that have lost their lives because they think, oh, this little 11-year-old boy is walking down the street with a gun. Well, no, he's just being a kid holding a toy gun. So there is that part of it that is in my stream of consciousness when thinking about this. So have I bought toy guns? Not the ones that look like something that could be confused for, but maybe like a bigger, more animated water gun looking type thing, because
like
that's something fun to do in the summer months.
We had water guns. We did have water guns growing up.
But I had all types of guns when I was younger because...
toy guns or real guns?
No, toy guns. I'm sorry, toy guns. Because of where I was raised and what the times were. And they're totally different now here in 2018, where you just got to look at this thing very, very differently. So it's a shame that something so simple that you would think to be gifted has to be looked at through that lens, but it's the world we live in today.
And you're coming from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta be smart about it.